Hi, this is Meagan Michael coming to you from Breaking Free from Toxic People and Breaking Free from Narcissistic Abuse. This is part two of boundaries. So I'm just going to continue where actually I'll back up to the first part of the second blog. All right, so while we are walking on eggshells or dancing on hot coals, as I like to put it, we are solely focused on pleasing the other person, doing this dance of insanity, trying to make them happy, the hamster wheel, like I was talking about, and that we are the puppets and they are the puppeteers. And that's at the time we fail to realize this for what it is. But there is no pleasing toxic people. And the more we dance, the hotter they turn up the coals. And if we dance to the left, they turn it up there. If we dance to the right, they turn it up there. There's nothing we can do that is right. There's nothing that's going to make it them okay with us. And there is nothing within our power that we can do to fix other people, nor is it our responsibility to try. So if someone is not a happy person and there's nothing we can do to change that, empathetic people are drawn to these toxic types. We have the ability to self reflect and to change. People who truly have a personality disorder, like narcissistic personality disorder, generally the toxic people that you and I are referring to, they will never be able to see themselves honestly. And they live behind this facade that they created in childhood. They don't even know their true selves. They never will. And they will never be held accountable. They will always blame and shame you for their problems. Okay, and I'm sorry I pointed, but I'm trying to I have to make a point because they do. They point at us like it's our fault. Everything, all their problems are our fault. They will never be held accountable. And I'm here to tell you, it's not your fault. It is not your fault. All right. Now, toxic people often have this deep self loathing, which they project onto you. And there is often someone in their past, usually their narcissistic parent or parents, whose approval they will never be able to attain no matter how hard they try. They often create the same sad reality for their own children and their partners. So people who are always expecting you to do everything to make them happy, they know you have weak boundaries, and that's why they keep you around. So it's all about control. They're control freaks, but they're not really strong people. We think they're so strong. They're not. They're not these strong, powerful, all-knowing beings that they sometimes seem to be. We're energetically tuned into them, and they're controlling. And they've already tested us in the beginning, and they saw we didn't have boundaries. You know, if they said we're gonna have Chinese tonight, we'd say okay. Or they say I don't like a gray shirt. Oh, should I change it? Or whatever your specific example is. I'm sure you have many. Feel free to share them down below in the comments. Okay. Now, so when we set boundaries with these people, they often rage and they scream and they stonewall and they cry. They might cry. They go no contact with us. They might even discard us. Which is the best thing that can happen to us. Maybe you don't feel it at the time, but it's true. So whatever it is making sure that we know whatever it is that they do, they are making sure that we know that it's not okay to take care of ourselves. Okay? That's what they want us to think, that it's not okay and that we're going to be punished for taking care of ourselves and not focusing exclusively on them and pleasing them. And in their eyes, we exist solely to take care of their needs. And that is until they have new supply and then they discard us. So take back your power and be 100% accountable for your own life. Stop giving away your power. We'll talk more about this in future videos as well. But you hang on to your power. You'll know when you're giving away your power to someone, when you don't make a choice. And I know it's going to be hard sometimes. When I first broke free, I went to the I was afraid to go to the supermarket. I hadn't been allowed to in years. And then I got there and I didn't even know how to make a choice. I didn't even know what foods I like to eat. I didn't know what kind of clothes I like to wear. So this kind of thing is really common. More common than you probably realize. And if you don't know what you like to eat, if you don't really know what your favorite color is, or you think you do, and then you realize it's exactly the same as theirs, that's okay. Just take a step back and and reassess because you've been there for a long time and we have a lot of old programs, old tapes that go on in our head that it's time for us to, program over. All right. So if you are walking on eggshells, you may want to ask yourself why you are tolerating this. And when you are ready to be honest with yourself, there's a world full of resources out here for you and people to validate your experience. I'm one of them. There's lots of us though, and the only people we can change in this whole world is ourselves. We must begin with our own thoughts. So there is light at the end of the tunnel. So feel free to visit us at Breaking Free from Toxic People, Breaking Free from Narcissistic Abuse on Facebook. I'm in the middle of building a website. I am your intuitive health coach. So I am in the middle of developing that, and I'll be doing coaching via email and chat and telephone. But we'll talk more about that in the future as well. I mean, if it's something that you're really interested in, you can email me at intuitive health coach. I'll put the link below at intuitivehealthcoach.net at gmail.com. All right, so intuitivehealthcoach.net at gmail.com. And if you want private coaching, then go ahead and email me. But in the meantime, stay tuned because we're going to talk more about boundaries. It's a big topic. We just scratched the surface today, but I really, really want to thank you so much. I want to thank you again. My name is Meagan Michael from Breaking Free from Toxic People, Breaking Free from Narcissistic Abuse. I am your intuitive health coach. Peace.